Hey everyone, this is Curb Knight, bringing you another standard match. And I did kind of already upload this game, as you might have seen in my 30-second clip, but I figured I need some free and easy and quick content, so I'm just going to go ahead and commentate it. As you can see, I am on the right playing the fan favorite Maelstrom, going up against Nirvana Jheva. Unfortunately, this is not set 13, so Nirvana Jheva is not busted yet. So they are just going to be swinging at the Vanguard, not really doing a whole bunch. I'm going to be hitting into defensive, discarding that inlet pulse for the ride deck, riding into the Algos, and then of course searching the deck for that copy of the set order, the Blue Storm Armada, Storm of the Judgment. And for all those that I'm sure will be commenting below, Maelstrom deck profile will be done very, very soon. I finally kind of finalized a build that I'm happy with after set 11 and 12, one of which is this new card, the Elena, who is not really a new card, a card from BT1, kind of just there to give Maelstrom a little bit of a better early game. As you can see, I was able to rush effectively just by calling one card from hand, and I'm going to be checking right here into my over trigger, which is kind of just going to be a guaranteed 3 damage here as I draw 2 cards, heal down to 0, give my Vanguard an extra critical, and give the 100 million to this other Elena that is on board. So my opponent's going to be going to 2, and then of course they're going to be moving on to 3, just because you have to PG that attack. There's no way you can guard that. So my opponent is just going to be discarding, looks like there was a Garo Arena, right into the Rayu, and then using the skill to call out the Trickstar. So now most of the time, players will be calling it to the back row center just to boost the Vanguard, which is a pretty good play because it does allow you to kind of guarantee some damage off of the Vanguard. But of course my opponent is going to put it to the right because they do actually have the arcs, so obviously just going to be doing another set 1 play, and this game is full of just set 1 cards as they swing at the Vanguard, getting into a heal trigger, meaning my opponent is actually going to be healing down to 2, and swinging for a very nice 25 magic number at my Vanguard. I'm just going to be taking both swings because I honestly could have just 15k guarded the Vanguard, but I kind of wanted some damage, and obviously I don't want to be guarding a 25k attack because that's a 2-card commitment. Although I could theoretically just give in one of my intercepts, and that's not a huge deal. But I don't think I actually had a 15k shield at this point, which is why I didn't feel like committing 4 cards to just guard that. Anyway, as I do ride into the Maelstrom, we see me using the Algo skill to check the top 7. Unfortunately not getting another inlet, just getting a small tide line as kind of compensation. But units on board are units on board, so not a whole ton to complain about there, as we do activate the order, calling back the inlet that we discarded earlier from ride deck, and using the new promo card, we're just going to go ahead and start swinging. We do have the 4 swings necessary on board as we start off with the Elena swinging for the 10k. My opponent is going to be guarding that as I use the Brave Shooter skill to counterblast 1 and move it up into the column, into the front row. The second Elena is going to be swinging. Looks like my opponent is thinking about whether they want to guard that. Looks like they're just going to be intercepting with the arcs and swinging the Brave Shooter at the 15. This is a 10k shield, so probably maybe not going to be guarding this, but of course not going to be guarding that. I'm going to be swinging with my Vanguard for just a pitiful 13. My opponent's going to do a tutor pass. I'm going to flip over a critical trigger and then a second critical trigger, giving all the effects to my Vanguard because it is the last attack. And my opponent is going to go straight to 6, winning me the game before he gets to grade 3. Anyways, that's Vanguard. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to do 2 things, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.